All right, guys. So sometimes in life, when we don't get our way, when we don't get the outcome that we want, we just have to let it go. Just let it go, right? Because that's the best way to avoid being driven mentally insane and to continue to live your best life. Let it go. And that's what I encourage any leftist who is still upset about the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict to do. Let it go, okay? There's some people on the right that thought Chauvin was innocent, okay? And he was found guilty of murder, right? Second degree murder, I believe. A lot of those people let it go, right? There are no justice for Chauvin protests going on, okay? There's a lot of people that don't feel like the McMichaels are guilty of murder, okay? I'm pretty sure that a lot of those people are going to let it go, right? They're going to move on with their lives. However, people on the left just cannot seem to move on with their lives when it comes to the Kyle Rittenhouse situation, as we have a story about some Arizona University students who are demanding that the administration withdraw Kyle Rittenhouse from campus because they don't want a killer on their campus, right? They're still calling the man a murderer. In fact, they're calling him a violent, bloodthirsty murderer, okay? Using legal terms that do not apply to Kyle Rittenhouse, right? He has been proven to be not guilty of murder, but yet they're still trying to call him a murderer anyways, okay? Again, I hope that Kyle Rittenhouse takes legal action against these people, right? Because this is being done on purpose. But yeah, these Arizona State University students, we've done a ton of stories about Arizona State University and their crazy students, right? Kirsten Cinema, those two guys that was in the library with the police Lives Matter sticker or the Blue Lives Matter sticker, those students getting harassed because they were white in a multicultural center. ASU is just full-blown crazy, right? That's a crazy school to go to, okay? They got some crazies on campus. And this is just another example of the crazy there. Several left-leaning student organizations at Arizona State University are demanding that their administration withdraw Kyle Rittenhouse from the university. The Arizona State University Students for Socialism, Students for Justice in Palestine, Multicultural Solidarity Coalition, and MECHA de ASU are calling on the Arizona State University administration to take action against Rittenhouse by withdrawing him from the university and releasing a statement against him. Okay, so they want the university to withdraw Kyle Rittenhouse. He cannot attend classes here. He cannot be a student here is what they're saying. Okay, and notice the names of all the organizations. Students for Socialism, Students for Justice in Palestine, Multicultural Solidarity Coalition, MECHA de ASU. Sounds to me to be very far left radical groups, right? That's who they are. Okay, so hopefully this is the minority of students there. Okay, this is just a very small minority of people who are very, very loud. Hopefully, this is what this is, okay? The four groups are calling him murderer, Kyle Rittenhouse. Again, a legal term that Kyle Rittenhouse has been proven to be not guilty of. Again, it's crazy that they're still saying this. Rittenhouse was found not guilty on all charges against him as jurors finished deliberations on November 19th. He faced charges after fatally shooting two people and injuring a third man during the riots in Kenosha, Wisconsin on August 25th, 2020. Rittenhouse is a student at Arizona State University online, according to 12 News. So the guy, Kyle Rittenhouse, he's not even a student on campus. He's an online student. And these people are like, no, he can't take online courses at ASU. These people are nuts, man. These people are absolutely nuts. Okay? And the craziest part about this is that I guarantee you, these people probably believe that Kyle Rittenhouse killed two black people. I guarantee you some of these people believe that, right? They believe that he traveled across state lines with a weapon, right? They believe that he was the aggressor, okay? I guarantee you that's what they believe, because our mainstream liberal media has failed to educate people on this issue, and they've gaslit so many people in this country about who Kyle Rittenhouse is and what happened that day, that literally half of our country, guys, is brainwashed, right? They're brainwashed into thinking this has something to do with race or something like that. I mean, they've even brainwashed people into supporting the so-called victims, right, of the Kyle Rittenhouse incident. people who have extensive criminal records of doing things that are just unacceptable in our society, right? Every time you look, the left always finds excuses to support criminals, right? They don't support justice, they support criminals. You know, it's one thing to say, I feel bad that, you know, some people died, that they didn't deserve to lose their lives just because they was in that situation. It's one thing to say that, right? Again, whether you're talking about what happened to the Kyle Rittenhouse victims or George Floyd, it's one thing to say that, but it's another to support these people and to put them on a pedestal, right? Those are two different things. The left, they love putting criminals on a pedestal. And that's what I think turns a whole lot of people off, okay? It lets you know that these people are not actually grounded in reality. A lot of these people simply don't understand the facts, and they don't do any basic level research. The group also demands that the university administration reaffirm support for the Multicultural Center on campus as a safe space from white supremacy, aka they want segregation, right? Segregation. That's what they want. They're still upset about that incident that happened in the Multicultural Center with those two white students that support police, right? They're still upset about that. Students making demands also want the administration to redirect funding from the Arizona State University Police Department to the Multicultural Center, and they are demanding the establishment of a care center on campus. Now, this is going to be interesting, right? Because they're going to be demanding that Arizona State University defund the police, right? But listen to their reasoning for why they don't want Kyle Rittenhouse on campus that I'm going to get into in a little bit here, right? The irony here is going to be incredible. So this is the poster, right? Apparently they're going to be having a rally against Kyle Rittenhouse on campus, right? To try to make sure he doesn't attend campus and to get him kicked out of his online classes. Again, it's insane. This is what these people are focused on instead of, you know, getting an education. But the education that they're getting is probably worthless anyway. So, I mean, it is what it is. A lot of these people are probably majoring in, you know, gender studies and things like that, right? Feminism and stuff like that. The groups are also hosting a rally and protest to get murderer Kyle Rittenhouse off of our campus on December 1st at Arizona State University. Quote, even with a not guilty verdict from a flawed justice system, Kyle Rittenhouse is still guilty to his victims and the families of those victims. The demand letter states, join us to demand from ASU that those demands be met to protect students from a violent, bloodthirsty murderer. Okay, wait. So, again, they're sitting here talking about the victims, right? Well, he's guilty to the victims. Well, that doesn't matter. In the court of law, he was found not guilty, right? So you just don't accept law and order. You don't accept our criminal justice system and the verdict that Kyle Rittenhouse is not guilty, right? So you just say you don't accept it. You have no respect for our institutions, right? That's where a lot of this comes from. They think that they're the judge, the jury, and the executioner, right? That's what they think. It's like, no, you have no authority whatsoever to be making demands like this. And in a sane world, Arizona State University would shut these students down. You're done. If you guys hold a rally for something like this and continue to accuse this kid of being a murderer, harassing this student, you're done. You're expelled from campus because this is harassment. You're harassing a student, accusing him of something that he did not do, right? Something that he was found not guilty of. But we know what Arizona State, they're not going to do anything about it. They're going to sweep it under the rug and allow a student at their school to be wrongfully harassed. A Students for Socialism at Arizona State University spokesperson told Fox News that the ultimate goal of the demands is to let the university administration know that they do not feel safe knowing that a mass shooter is admitted to the school. The goal of these demands is to let the ASU administration know that we as the ASU community do not feel safe knowing that a mass shooter who has expressed violent intentions about protecting property over people is so carelessly allowed to be admitted to the school at all, the spokesperson said. Our campus is already unsafe as it is, and we would like to abate this danger as much as possible. Wait. So you're saying that your campus is unsafe, but yet you want to defund the police. How much sense does that make? You want them to take funds from the Arizona State Police Department, right? And put them to some multicultural diversity center, something that has nothing to do with protection. And yet you're complaining about the campus being unsafe. So unsafe that you don't want to let Kyle Rittenhouse on campus, but you want to defund the police. Bro, you can't make this up. You can't make this stuff up. These people are insane. The Students for Socialism chapter spokesperson contended that the Rittenhouse trial effectively gives right-wing individuals the license to kill other individuals who protest for human rights. Rittenhouse took the lives of innocent people with the intent to do so by strapping an assault rifle to himself in a crowd of unarmed citizens. That is the textbook definition of intentional. The decision made by the court is one of thousands of cases that have been influenced by biased judges, predominantly white juries, and mistakes inherent in the judicial system founded off of injustice to begin with, the spokesperson said. Again, I wonder if these people would say this about all the other black people that have been found not guilty because of self-defense, right? All the black people that have gotten off because of self-defense. I wonder, does this same standard apply, right? Does this same standard apply? Is that a system of white supremacy, right? Kenneth Walker getting off on self-defense, Andrew Coffey getting off on self-defense. Again, I wonder if they're aware of this so-called system of white supremacy letting off black men on self-defense that have shot at police officers, right? Police officers, okay? I wonder if they're aware of that. They're probably not. But anyways, BLM apparently also responded to Kyle Rittenhouse when Kyle Rittenhouse said that he supports peacefully demonstrating and BLM, right? He said he supports BLM. Now, I don't think he meant BLM large caps. I think he meant BLM small caps, right? Just the idea that, you know, Black Lives Matter, not necessarily the Marxist organization. However, I mean, I don't really know. But BLM is telling us that regardless of what he's saying, they don't F with him. So let's read this real quick. Black Lives Matter distanced themselves from Kyle Rittenhouse on Monday after he expressed support for the movement. The group linked to an article about Rittenhouse's interview with Fox News, Tucker Carlson. In it, Rittenhouse said, "I'm not a racist person. I support the BLM movement. I support peacefully demonstrating." In response, BLM tweeted, "Alexa, play I Don't F With You," and a GIF with the acronym IDFWU. It was referencing the Big Sean song carrying that title. The little racist terrorist Kyle Rittenhouse represents the exact kind of white supremacist vigilante violence that we've seen before with the acquittal of George Zimmerman in the murder of Trayvon Martin. It brought us into the streets more than 8 years ago and birthed the Black Lives Matter. Today is another reminder that we're far from achieving our abolitionist future, but rest assured we will get there. We will win. Hashtag end white supremacy. Yeah. So yeah, these people have no interest in unity, right? Their only goal really is to be more divisive, right? Even if the man says that, hey, you know, I support your movement, you know, blah, blah, blah. That's not enough for them. Okay, that's not enough for them, right? Because they simply are interested in causing chaos. That's what they're interested in. But yeah, man, I hope that Arizona State University does something about these students that are protesting against Kyle Rittenhouse. It's really a damn shame that these people are allowed to continue to call him a murderer, even though he is not, and that they are harassing him, right? Him being a student there, and this should be 100% unacceptable, and they should be expelled or suspended for the rest of the year if they continue to do this, in my opinion. But we all know that that's not going to happen. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.